it's been a difficult time for all clubs, not just in Queensland but across Australia in the domestic competitions, and it's just a wonderful thing to get through the 8 rounds now and through the finals into a wonderful exhibition today on the big Burpin Gary Oval. The Maine Tigers reasonably familiar with this ground. They won 3 flags in a row, 14, 15 and 16 on this particular ground. Since then they played, I think since 16 they've played the grand final at Yeronga for the next 3 years, and Noosa of course winning, knocking over Maroochydore last year in their first flag in some time. They did win back-to-back, Jack, back in 2010, 2011 of course, and the coach back then, the coach today, Adam Bobolino, was of course instrumental, and the captain I believe back then in those particular matches. So we look forward to a great battle today. A couple of last minute changes, not in the favour of Maine Tigers today. A well kept secret, or maybe not so well kept. They've lost Jamie Ivers, who's been the gun ruckman and forward of the competition. He's unfortunately done a medial ligament, out for the day, which is a shame for him. And also the Duncan Todd medalist, Jack, Marcus Dyson for the Maine Tigers. He won that with 12 votes. So the Maine Tigers with the difficult task of seeing if they can latch on the Tigers. As the ball bounces up, it's Schmidt v McDonald from Noosa. In they go. Hutchison can't get it. Jasper Craven slaps it on the boot. He gets the first honours in the grand final. Inside 50 there. Zach Quinn chasing the football for Maine. It's butted up beautifully there by Buntain, it looked like. Johnston. Mac Johnson there flicks it out of bounds. The umpire says, Jack, I'm going to throw it in 15 metres around the Maine Tigers forward.
Of course, our umpires today are officiating a Dean Armstrong, Trevor Donoghue and Lucas Marsh. So big game for them. Ball gets thrown in, up they go, no one can get it. The ball spills out the back. Players are bobbing and weaving, trying to get it out. A good flick out the back. The umpire says, no, I'll have it, thank you. And we'll throw it up inside the forward line for the Tigers, Maine Tigers, that is. There's it up they go. Big tap out there by Noosa, no one can get it. Again, it's a bit of a scrimmage. And Danny, they've played a free kick, and it'll be a free kick shot on goal to Maine. Who we got there?
Jack Cobble, I reckon, in the distance.
So here's a good chance for Maine Tigers to get the first on the board today, certainly within kicking distance, and certainly an accomplished player is Jack.
Yeah, Jack has been playing Newfield Aspley the last 3 or 4 years. Of course, Jack Coughlin, the son of Frankie Scooter Coughlin of St Kilda Fair. Jack, many years ago, same age as young Jasper, my young bloke, been a terrific player. So he's going to have a shot here from about 35 out. Bit of a bruise at his to the side. He's got the arms pumped up, Jackie Coughlin, and he scores the first for the Maine Tigers. The Maine Tigers draw first blood at the 1 minute 42 second mark of the first term. A great start to them. Maine Tigers 1 goal straight, 6 points lead the Noosa Tigers 0 points. A great start for them, Jack. And of course, one of the great difficulties in commentating a game like today is both the teams and the Tigers.
I know. So at least we know the Tigers will win. That's one thing we might know.
Do you know anything about the AFL curve? Has anyone been asked to change to a different, maybe the
clubs are very good.
So it's the Noosa Tigers v the Maine Tigers. Of course, Noosa, for those of you who joined in, have got the blue, and the Tigers are the real Tigers, Maine Tigers, with the yellow and gold. As they battle away in the middle, no one can get clearance there. Connor McDonald almost does. Jasper Craven swings it on the boot. It's just a wobbly gone. Into Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick under heat. Umpire looked like he was going to let it go. No, he says they'll pay the ball. Collings to Craven. Craven bangs inside 50. It's a bit of a floater. Who's there? Lukey Faulkner drops what he could have perhaps taken. Drops down inside. They're 30 out from goal. Buntain is tackled. They've got a free, but the umpire's called play on. Riley Buntain, a cool, calm, collected Buntain. Over to Harry Marr. Across to McCrimmon for Noosa Tigers. He flicks it inboard. 3 or 4 deft touches inside their back 50, Jack, and you're ready to go from here, mate.
Tigers, and it's Noosa out in the far wing out there in the halfback flank line. He's looking for a lead up the ground. He'll go long and straight down the line. Here's a chance, but it's a good strong mark back into the pack. The umpire says it's been a shepherd out, and it'll be a free kick to Noosa.
Yeah, it was probably there, Jack.
Goes in short. Who can he find? The ball spills free, bounces force. Quickly picked up there by, I think that might be Brains. I can't see. Good kick here. Here's a chance now for Noosa. Bringing the ball into centre of the ball. Clever football. The wind's got hold of it and it's taken it out of bounds in the forward pocket. So here's a chance now for Noosa to try and get that goal back then.
Yeah, pretty good transfer of play there by Noosa in the back half. 3 or 4 deft touches inside 50, carried it through the wing, and now they get their first opportunity. 3 minutes into the opening quarter here at Moreton Bay Sports Complex, folks, as the ball comes down there. Wrapped up in a tackle, Jordan Morrison there by Matt Pettigrove, and the umpire says give it to me, and we'll have the ball up just 30 metres out from the Noosa goal. Throws it up. Combatants there, a couple of forwards. Hutchison, the multi-award-winning medal winner from country Victoria. Jackie's won 4 or 5 best and fairest. Hutchison's had a good season for the Noosa Tigers as the ball's given to Jordan Morrison for Maine. He chips it short from defence, finds Dean Hartley, the stalwart Dean Hartley. Kicks a wobbly goal, and he's famous for those too, Jack, let me tell you. As he gets it out, it's up on the wing now. They've got some numbers here, the Maine Tigers. Zach Quinn, the young fella, drives it inside 50. Who we got here? It looks like Kane Tyson, wrapped up. Not paid, yes they have. The umpire says you've held it too long, Kano. And Mac Johnston, the youngster from Noosa, had a great year, Jack, to the 20-year-old.
He switches the play right hand, and Noosa will kick the ball out. We've got a free out here on the outer, and then the halfback flank. Well done. The Tigers go in, ball through Fitzpatrick. He bounces the ball, but it fumbles below his knees. Good pressure there by the Tigers, but he might have just crept him high. There's a free kick to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's in a halfback, spins it out wide, kicks to the contest. It's a good strong mark. They're taken by McDonald. The wing member stand. And no, umpire said no, it's a free kick against.
Free kick.
A free kick here to Maine.
Quite sure about that one, Jack.
Left footer. He kicks the ball long. And we got a puck fly. No one can get it. A nice good fist there, defensive fist away there by, I think that might have been Tyson. Was it Kane Tyson? Good defensive punch there in the forward line there.
So the Maine Tigers out of the blocks. They lead 1 goal straight 6 to Noosa's 1 behind. 5-point lead. It's around about 7 minutes into the first quarter here. Maine Tigers look quite composed early. They've started off well, but of course Noosa not too bad either. It's a good even hit out as we open up on a glorious day in Queensland, Jack. It really is 26 degrees, a wind blowing towards us in the coaching box here. It's a cross-ground breeze as it comes down now. Connor McDonald, he's been lively early. Out to Fitzpatrick, and so too has he. Now number 7 for Noosa. Drives inside 50 there, looking for his teammate I think it might be Mitch Langan, possibly. You have to turn around here. Yes, it is. I think that might be Mitch Langan, the youngster, the returning youngster. He's been down in Melbourne to TAP Cup, Jack. Former Noosa junior Mitch Langan came into the side last week for the preliminary final and kicked 3 goals, and he's going to have a shot here from about 45. Tough win, tough kick, and it looks like he hasn't managed to squeeze it in. Unfortunately, young Mitch, and it's going to come back in via the agency of Jordan Morrison for the Tigers, Jack.
Fitzpatrick certainly looked dangerous running through the centre of the ground there. The Fitzpatrick, it'll be Morrison to bring the ball back in. Here we go, straight down the lines. He's looking across goals. What will he do? He's going to go long down the line. Looking for his big rushman there in Schmidt. Long kick, up they go. No one can punch. No one can get the mark. Punched out the back. Here's a chance. Noosa on the ball first. Quick toe tap out. Fitzpatrick gets a high hit, and you'll get the free kick. Starting to look a little bit dangerous. He's head over the ball, but just quite a couple of early fumbles. By foot. Nice kick. He's giving himself his forward a bit of space, but good body work there by Maine in defence by Jack Collins. Collins switches the ball onto the outer flank, and away they go. They've got a bit of space in front of them there, the Tigers. A clever kick off the ground. Meterage is what it's all about early, and it's picked up by Noosa down as they get the ball on go inboard, and he'll find his teammate.
So through the agency, Harry Maher on that trusty left foot boot. Oh, it's a great kick. Shadow Brain nearly clutches a ripper one-handed there. Comes back down though. Back out to Maine. Hartley, Craven, chips it wide on the right boot. Finds his teammate there in Barber. This is Casey Barber, Jack Barry. He's the son of Rod and Glenda Barber. The Barber name synonymous in Maine history, you'd probably be aware. Right back to their very first premiership in 1927, or around about that vintage. He's here today, the grand-nephew of. As it comes down now, Craven wrapped out, flicks it out, no good to him. Onto the right foot there of the Noosa Tigers. Can't see all the way across that side of the ground there, Jack. A wobbly gone kick, goes up it goes. Goff can't take it up. Overrun there by, looks like maybe Mitch Fraser. Out to Stack. He'll be important this afternoon, Tyler Staggers. He kicks it inboard to Langan. Good spoil there from the Tigers. And the ball flicks over now, and it'll come out here through the agency of Hartley.
Hartley kicks the ball back out towards the half-forward flank. No one can get the ball. Here's a chance now for Noosa to go forward, but standing in the way is the Maine. Can't pick up who that is there, Danny.
It's Adam Minchev. He's he's a 35-year-old recruit this year for the Tigers, Jack.
Big kick by Adam down the ground, but it's a good strong mark there. The Noosa in the back line. It might have been, I think that might be Johnson again, young Johnson. No, umpire says again an infringement in front. So Maine will get the footy out of wing. Goes long, inside forward 50, can he get there? Good punch from behind. Quick flick out, good tackle there by Maine, can't get the ball out. They're getting numbers to the footy, they're flicking it out. Ducking and weaving, hands going everywhere. No one can get a clear possession. What's the umpire going to say? He's going to ball up and down. You've coached a few premierships up here, you've got a great CV. What are you looking for as a coaching side of a grand final this time for both teams?
Oh, look, I went yesterday, the QFL Morningside beat Broadbeach, Jack, and they won purely because they were far more energetic, had a lot more desire and pressure, and they won the game simply on the back of that. And that's how most grand finals are won, mate. Not on talent alone. It's just really your application from the word go. And right at this moment, both sides look like they're having a real dip. As Minchev drives it inside to the hot spot for the Tigers. No one can come. That's little Jackie Coughlin. He's scurrying around. He comes up short. Magic McLean out to him on the right boot. On to Craven there. Has he got enough on it? Has he got enough on it? Yes, he has. Ladies and gentlemen, the right boot of young Jasper. 40 metres out. Fed there with good pressure from Jack Coughlin onto Zach McLean for the Maine Tigers. And the Maine Tigers, 10 minutes in, kick their second goal. They go to 2 goals straight. 12 behinds, and Noosa just the one behind, Jack, and it's not a bad start.
Good
so
start,
kick the first couple, I suppose.
And very clever play there by Craven. Got it front and centre of that ball. Didn't need a lot of room to make his move. A nice kick, and got plenty of purchase on the ball and kicked a good steady and goal. Maine 2 straight 12, leading Noosa 1 behind as we go back to the middle of the ground. And this Heart Sports Cup, QFA Division 1 Grand Final. This is a big one. Umpire throws it up. Up they go. No one really got a clear tap out, but Noosa bounced back on the ball, quick hands out, and then they're going to try a good tackle there, switching and weaving. Got numbers in the back, and they'll cleverly kick out towards a good little mark there by Fraser. Fraser goes forward. Here's a chance for Noosa. A clever kick inside. He's found it by himself. Great kick there. Fantastic kick there by Harper. Lovely foot skills by Harper. Here's a chance now for Noosa to have a shot on goal. I'll pick that up.
It's, I think that's the youngest player on the ground, Jack. I think it's Shadow Brain. It's all 16 years.
Yes.
All 16 years of him, Jack. I don't know if you've heard in circles, mate. He's one of 14 kids, I think it might be. James Brain, a former premiership player. He's the younger brother of. As he comes in from point blank range, 25 metres out, and goes bang for the Noosa Tigers to kick their first. Shadow Brain, the number 42, the 16-year-old. And he absolutely uses class, Jack. Been playing across halfback in recent weeks. I think he might have gone forward last week because they had such a embarrassment of riches down back. But he's an absolute luxury to put up there, the young fella, and he'll keep the Maine Tigers on the toes this afternoon. So Maine Tigers still lead 2 goals straight, 12 behinds to Noosa, 1 goal, 1-7. It's 12 minutes into the first quarter. It's been an entertaining start, Jack. No doubt about it.
Well, I love seeing young talent, and we've got a mixture of some old great players in here as well. Ball goes up, here's a chance. Noosa swimming on the ball straight away, again soccering off the ground. They're getting front and centre, just misses his target there, but they've got numbers backing up. Head over the footy there by the Maine player, but the umpire says it might be a high tackle. Well done, to put himself over the footy. He's picked up a good contested kick there.
So this is Jet Mueller, of course, the 30-odd-year-old Jet, played at Morningside, Neatful. He gave it out to Quinn. Quinn's kick spoilt, smothered. They're going to have to try and get out of this. It's 3-on-1, but Quinn dives back on the footy. Good work, son. But he can't quite manage to hold it up completely, or has he? As Hutchison tries to bury his opponent. And it's a give it to me situation with the umpire over on the far wing. And Jack, for all those listeners out there, where all those trees are out there where they're throwing up, that's the highway, the Bruce Highway, and all the wind sweeps off that and literally comes across the ground to where we're calling from in the commentary box this afternoon. As umpire picks one out, Adam Minchev gets another touch out in that far wing, drives it forward. Buntain couldn't take, he's dropped a couple now at Riley, only played the 2 games of footy in recent weeks. As it comes back out now, Jackie Coughlin almost overruns the ball. Schmidt, the big ruckman, comes up, out to Sammy Patterson, the veteran for the Maine Tigers, but it's a wobbly kick and it's no good, unfortunately. Out to Willow Dwyer, he comes in for his first touch for the afternoon. Willow Dwyer, 6 goals last week, and drives it forward to his teammate there in Langan. Gets swept up in a tackle. Umpire's playing holding the man. Well, Jack Barry.
Yeah, well, he's done well. He's kicked it down the ground, he's fallen up, and he's quite good with his pace. He kicks the ball, real good to the wisp, kicks the ball to the forward line. Has he found his target? No, great defensive. Mueller flicks the ball out towards his teammate again, the left-handed handball. He's found him again. Defending well the Maine Tigers, and they've gone out and he's just slipped the mark over the boundary line there. So again, the nerves are starting to settle now, and both teams using the ball well, but just trying to penetrate that forward line.
There's good pressure. That ball spilt there by young Zach Quinn. Just 19 years of age. He's been a revelation in this competition in the last year or two. He's got higher honours in front of him, but he's had a couple of nervous moments in the opening stanza of the grand final this afternoon as the ball keeps getting busted around and no one can quite gather it. Speaking of the youngsters, Jack, and as the afternoon goes on, we'll hopefully be able to present a few of them to everyone, but young Willow Dwyer was on the wing before, number 2. Kicked 6 goals in the prelim last week. He is a ripping player as Fitzpatrick goes forward and looking for, I think that might be Langan again, Mitch Langan, a number 32, and it is for the Noosa Tigers. He's not necessarily considered to be their key forward. You'd probably plump for Ben Collins and Harper as being, but they're sort of pretty much a 3-round, 3-pronged attack, I suppose. This being the youngest of them, young Mitch, former junior. I think he's around about, let me have a look here. I think it's just the bare 18. He might be the second youngest on the oval, Jack. He's going to have a shot. He's had a good start. Have a shot from 40 out, directly in front. Bit of a side breeze coming across, blowing it to the right of the post there. But just the one behind the Noosa. They go to 1 goal, 2-8, trailing Maine Tigers 2 goals straight, 12, with Cody Cork having the kick out there on that nice left foot.
Cody brings out towards the members' wing, but in front there, and he's pushed on mark is Rogers. Rogers pushes back, he's up there. A few targets to look for again. He kicks long down the line. Good fist away there by the Tigers. It's Maine Tigers, and the ball will still out of bounds as we throw we're going into about the 16.5 minute mark, but the 16.5 minute mark of the first term of this grand final. 12 plays, 8 in Maine's favour, ball thrown in. Here we go, no one actually can take the ball, and swooped on there by Fraser. Fraser flicks the ball back, but he can't get a clear possession. Now they flick it out wide. Here's a chance here for a Stack. Stack feeds the ball back across to Pettigrove. The ball spilling around the bottom of the pack, and here's a nice little, clever little tap. Umpire gets rid of the pack, pushing the back there to Hutchison. The other two, no, not quite. And the ball is just trying to get a clear possession here. They're putting their head over it. Nice pick up and drives it long towards the goals, but I think it'll flick outside the back by Meredith. And the ball out of bounds on the foot.
Well, of course, number 13 for Noosa Tigers, Jack, is none other than Brett Meredith, the former Sydney Swans player who's been playing in North Queensland in recent times, and but joined Noosa this year, and he's been quite a handy pick-up for them. As it comes across here, Maine, bit confused, good pressure there by Noosa Tigers, over to Cody Court, the young left footer, the brother of the winning premiership coach today, Corey Massingham, in the twos, goes over to Jack Collings. He drives it forward there and finds his teammate in, I think that might be young Jack Coughlin again. He's been lively early for the Maine Tigers as he drives it forward, around about 60 out for the Tigers on that far flank. Noosa come up with it again. They're under pressure though. There's good pressure there from Maine. Maine coming in again. Here we go. They've got some numbers. They've got to be clean as Zach McLean drives it inside. Nice big kick to the hot spot for Maine. Luke Faulkner, well, Kane Tyson, that was, dropped that mark in what was an opportunity missed. Craven slung out of the pack. He can't get the footy. Over to Magic McLean. The trusty boot of Zach McLean. And Maine Tigers score. 18 minutes into the first quarter, Zach McLean, a 20-metre snap. He kicks Maine's third. 3 goals straight, 18 to Noosa. 1 goal, 2-8. They trail now, Noosa Tigers, by 10 points, Jack. And Zach McLean, of course, the leading goal kicker this season with the princely sum of 21 goals in 8 rounds. For a small medium, not a bad return from him, and he'll be looking to have a day out today. That's his first.
I think Maine, we're really happy with their forward pressure there. They just kept fronting up and then putting a lot of pressure on Noosa, and then quickly they've been able to snap those goals. So great work there by Maine. It's a handy little lead. First term, 18, approaching nearly the 90-minute mark, and go back into the centre.
Been interesting, Jack, early. All Maine's goals come from all these small crumbing types. They don't have a lot of big timber. Ivor's out today. They're going to have to rely on that happening.
Lead away here by Noosa down to the forward line. Ball spills over the back. Here's a chance to run an open goal. A quick snap, and he's done it. I think they know Edinburgh. I'm not sure. But he was Edinburgh. What a little play. He read that well. A bit of experience there running and kick the goal. So that's a quick answer back to Noosa. Great goal. And that was a good centre clearance there, and away they went.
Well, as it so happens, Jack, the opening stands about 5 goals kicked. They've all been kicked by crumbing types. Of course, Mav Pettigrove, he's very dangerous in the front half for the Noosa team. And of course, one of the Noosa juniors, one of 12 Noosa juniors today, Jack Barry.
Fantastic.
12 of their 22. It's a great thing to see for Noosa, who haven't always had that local base all the time. They do get a lot of recruits and transient people wandering up for a holiday on Hastings Street, Jack, as we all know. But he's just 20 years of age, got a great future in front of him, Mav, so great stuff from him. As the ball comes out, driven forward by Maine Tigers, Zach McLean, oh, it's beautifully picked up there. But he took an eternity to get rid of it, Zach, and when he watches this replay in the future, I'm sure he'll admit he was way too slow there. So Brett Meredith kicks it out right, looking there for his teammate in Harper, the GM, the general manager of Noosa Tigers. And it's going to have a ball up. Finally, Jack, right in front of us. We don't need the binoculars out. Right in front of the commentary box here is Connor McDonald and Daniel Schmidt, the 2 ruckmen, go for it here. It's flicked out by Nathan Winter, on to Lasky, the captain. Willow Dwyer, can he break clear? He's showing plenty of wheels there. Flicks it out forward, that's not a bad start. It's Caleb Brown, hasn't had a lot of the football today, but he will get it by the end of the day. On to Craven, he just gets it about 4 or 5 metres. On to McDonald, he's had a great start in the ruck for Noosa. Drives inside 50, looking for someone. They're in front there, they can't quite take the mark. Sammy Paddo, he dishes it out under pressure. On to Troy Hammond, he flicks it out further to the wing, out in the path of Casey Barber there on that occasion, Jack.
Ball gets ball goes out of bounds, but they're in front of Barber, and they'll throw the ball back in. So this has been a good start. Both teams now really starting to sort each other out. I'll throw the ball in, out of wing. Ruckman jostle for front spot. No one can actually get a hand on it. Here's a chance. Noosa have numbers at the ball. They flick it, handball, and they'll get a bit of a clearance. No, good tackle by Maine. Maine's pressure's been very good. Here's a chance inside 40. There's a bit of a appeal for a free kick. A ball spills out the back. A quick pick up and a shot on goal. Rolling, and it's through. Who can kick that down? That was Jack Harper, Jack Harper. Great goal, dribbled it through, and it's come right back to the 4 now as we see Noosa get back-to-back goals. 3-2-20, leading Maine now, 3 straight, 18, and the Noosa have answered back quickly.
Been a bit of a revelation, Jack Harper, particularly as the competition's gone on. Early in the piece, he was one of their players in and out, well, not so much in and out of the side, but maybe not having the impact that perhaps some might have thought. But the last month, he's been a really devastating forward player. Kicks the ball a long way, kicks it straight, but just demonstrate there, Jack, of course, when it hits the ground, he's no slouch either. And beautiful work from him, outbodying his opponent, running onto it, and then quickly throwing it on the boot. As Daniel Schmidt and McDonald go up. Umpires pulled one out. I don't know where he pulled that one out. Anyway, no. Craven looking to take advantage, doesn't get it. Comes back to Schmidt. Schmidt now he gives it off to someone. He don't want to kick it himself like all good ruckman. Jack, of course. Sebi Windsor drove it forward there, looking for his teammate. It's a cross half back now for Noosa. It stacks on the mill there, Jack, and you're going to have another...
Oh, no, he's found one.
No, he's pinged it. Yep, Maine Tigers. Jack Collings all over the footy. He's been pinged. Flicked now to Noosa. Out that might be Riley. No, it's Harry Marr. He's across there to... could be Isaac McCrimmon. Big right foot, beautiful kick, and Seb Rogers takes a ripping mark Central wing, outer wing, plays on. Oh, he does a beautiful little dummy. Inside, drives it long inside 50. They're really going well with those longer kicks. And Dean Hartley backs into a pack, as he's done so many times before, Jack. One of the most courageous players in the competition, the number 8 for, although he hasn't been paid the mark, they give it to Mueller. And it's going to Dean Hartley now, Jack. You're going to take over, mate, because I've lost my train.
Hartley down the back line here. Both teams moving the ball pretty quick, but Maine just sort of sliding it up now. Just looking for a hit up lead, and he's been honoured there. Good play. Minchef is on it. Minchef got the ball. He's got a bit of this quarter. Drives it out in front of the crowd here in the members' ring. Up they go, big fisted over there by Johnson. Ball spills through, he backs it up. Nice in the yellow boots, turns it over. Caleb Brown can't get his hands up. Now he gets it. Quick hands, good play. And the Tigers, the Maine Tigers, through play, and he takes a bounce on the wing. Take me on the left foot. Who's he got up forward? Can't find anyone. They've got numbers back there. Good foot, strong tackle. The umpire says you've grabbed him high. Good pressure by both teams.
Good pressure there, and that's Harry Marr who comes up with a free kick. Good tackle from him. Over to McDonald. McDonald's got on a bit of a string early in this. As the siren goes to end what's been a very entertaining opening stanza, Jack. 24 minutes and 28 siren in. And of course, folks, today the 17 minutes plus time on these games. Noosa 3 goals, 2-20 lead the Maine Tigers 3 goals straight 18, and it's been a very entertaining first quarter.